Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hard 100, a video series documenting the culling of my collection from what it is to what it's going to be, and that is a hard 100 games. I seem to be adding to the problem more than I seem to be fixing it. Now, while I have gotten rid of a bunch of games, and while I've actually played more games in the last 6 to 8 months than I have probably played in my entire board gaming life, sometimes I understand that I'm just adding to the problem. I'll see something bright and shiny and new, and something will come across Kickstarter, and I'll be like, ooh, I want that. Ooh, that might be the one. Ooh, that could replace. Especially when you start involving designers that I really like. Designers that I enjoy are Mr. Martin Wallace. Love him. Also, another designer who makes probably my favorite board game ever is Reiner Knizia. Now, I understand he's mathy and theme and blah, 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 blah. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about a game that he designed that I was very much looking forward to. A set collection game from Dr. Reiner Knizia. Sign me the fuck up. But there was a problem. It wasn't just a set collection game. It was a push your luck set collection game. I feel like they should have told me that. Miskatonic University, the restricted collection. Miskatonic University, the restricted collection by Dr. Reiner Knizia, is a game for you and up to a handful of people to kill some grad students and maybe not go crazy. Well, that's not necessarily true. You can go crazy plenty, because this is one of the very few Cthulhu-themed games that does not require you to maintain sanity. This one actually requires you to get lore points and other stuff, etc. Here's how it works. On your turn, what you're going to do is a very, very simple thing. You are going to think and look at this giant deck of cards. And you're going to go, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You're going to draw a card and you're going to look at it. That card is going to be one of three things. It is either going to be a grad student, in which point you take your little card and you slot it over on the left side of your board. You are good. Or it will be some symbol thing and with some scribbly writing on it, and you will slot that on the right side of your board. Or it will be the third thing, and the third thing is, oh, this is like some kind of elder sign thing. It will slot underneath the bottom side of your board. The idea is that once you get the correct number of cards, depending on which one it is, something will trigger. If you get 5 different symbols over on the right-hand side, you discard them, you get rid of them, you get a lore card for 3 juicy points. If you get all 3 of the elder sign cards at the bottom, you get rid of them and you get a card worth 3 juicy points. If you get 4 grad students, they can be the same or different, doesn't matter. These grad students, when you get all 4 of them, you can wipe them away to flip over one of your power cards. There are 7 power cards included in the game. There's an 8th one they recommend you not using until advanced, but there are 7 power cards. There are a handful of power cards that allow you to do something before you draw a card and after. So this is here to, I'm assuming, mitigate some damages and help with some pushing your luck stuff. You can either, before you draw a card, you can wipe everything from the right side of your board or wipe everything from the bottom. Or you can draw the top 3, lay them out, and that can be cards you can pick from and kind of help mitigate. Or after you draw, you can draw and you can flip a little thing to discard that card, or you can discard that card and exit the restricted collection or run away. Or you can give it to someone else, or you can steal a card. That's it. Why would I want to get rid of a card that I drew? Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you get the same of the 3 cards at the bottom, or one of the 5 cards on the right-hand side, you bust, you go crazy, and you flee the restricted collection. You are expelled from the restricted collection. If you are expelled, you lose all your cards on your board. If you flee, you only lose all the cards on the right side and the bottom side. So the grad students get to stay. At the beginning of 5 rounds, you have the 5 cards laid out in front of you, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are the points you're fighting for. Underneath, you're going to deal additional cards till you have equal to the number of players. So if I am expelled, I discard the lowest value card, and the next person can just leave and take the lowest value, which is the highest value at that point. Or if I run out of the library, I just get whatever the lowest card is. No big deal. So ideally, you are wanting to collect sets, not get the same, and then try not to bust. Set collection. I do love it. I do love a good set collection game. I love a good archaeology. I love a good sushi go. I do like set collection. I like collection. I do like set collection. I do like push your luck. We've talked about drag and roll, some drag and run, some other pushing our luck games. I don't remember which ones he talked about because it's been a long time since I talked about it, but pushing luck, I like pushing the luck. I like my luck, your luck, etc. We talked about a game recently called That's Not Lemonade, which takes blackjack and distills it down to, I don't know, blackjack. This one, however, there is a huge stack of cards. There are like 7 symbols, each with 5 cards for the things on the right. For the bottom, there's 4 and 3, and then grad students. It's a lot to keep track of. So if you are the card counting type, I feel like there's too many cards to count. Miskatonic University, the Restricted Collection, is a push your luck set collection game. And there is some fun to be had in this box. At first I'm like, okay, so it's basically flip a card and see if you win or lose. But once you start playing with people and kind of seeing them, it turns into kind of a game of chicken. So I was like, why would I ever want to remove all my cards? Oh, because I'm starting to see a lot of those out there and I'm trying to see if I can just kind of outlast the other person. Housekeeping. We have 2 to 5 players. Now I played this with 2 people. I do honestly think this might be one of those rare games where the more people you have, the more fun it is, but it's a lot more information to kind of keep track of. Basically on your turn, you're flipping a card and doing what it says. 30 to 45 minutes in hell, maybe. This game was very, very quick. We were able to play through the entire game in like 10-15 minutes. It's very fast. So the 45 minutes might be a full 5 players and everyone's really thinking and getting all mathy with everything, but no. Now it doesn't have a player count. It says not for ages 0 to 3. So we'll go with not for ages 0 to 3. Not a toy, ages 13 plus, hobby product. It doesn't really say. It's like, no, not for ages 0 to 3, but then over here somewhere it says for ages 13 and up. Not very clear, but hey, it's on there. So Reiner Knizia's Miskatonic University, the Restricted Collection. Let's talk about something that I love about this game. I love the desk and the slots and the cards. Some of the cards are a little warped so they don't really fit all the way in. I love the smell of the game. Those of you who play a lot of board games know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have that new card smell, which is nice, but every once in a while, the developer or the publisher will use some kind of Euro-style glue or ink or something, and it gets up there and you love it. You just can't help but, yeah. And so it's just, but also it's kind of sticky on your fingers, whatever. Also, Chaosium. So Reiner Knizia's Miskatonic University, the Restricted Collection it's an okay game. It wasn't really a lot to write home about. I thought it was gonna be more. It had his name behind it. Now, people say that, oh, were you expecting any kind of themey stuff? Because I thought it was gonna be a little more themey because they talked about the theme a lot, but I obviously see his name and I understand he isn't particularly themed, but Chaosium, I understand they are themed. So it was just kind of a weird mix. It's a fun, fast-moving set collection card game by world-renowned game designer Reiner Knizia and the creators of Call of Cthulhu. Push your luck and use your defense cards wisely to avoid danger. They didn't really say a lot of that push your luck stuff in the beginning. I thought it was just a set collection game. This is going to be a lesson to me to read the rules for any game before I buy it on Kickstarter. Not just look at how to play videos and think that their excitement is infecting me, because Miskatonic University, the Restricted Collection is, where'd it go? Out of my hard 100. I'm okay if I never play this again. It was fine. I like the smell. I like the, oh look, it's a book, guys. It's cute. But at the end of the day, I don't really ever want to play this again. I played it. I didn't like it. I played it again. I liked it a little more. I don't know. This is going to take up a whole slot. Nah, I'm good. But I do like Reiner Knizia, and I will play most of anything he plays, but next time I'm going to be a little more cautious with the rules and make sure that I know what I'm getting into. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not good for my shelf. It might be good for yours if you play a lot of big group games. I think with a large group this might be good, but for me and my primarily 1, 2, and sometimes 3 player self, that's not really a good fit. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Billy. This has been the Hard 100. I hope you and yours are well. Peace out.